Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's episode 21 of our Blackburn Rovers career mode. Quarterfinals, FA Cup, it's Tottenham Hotspur. And I think
Thank
we've
you for
got
joining us
9
here
more
today.
games
We'll be
left to
taking some
go
questions.
before the end of the Premier League season. We are in the top 6 right now, which it's good to say that, but can we remain there come the end of the season? Walter Berger, he was fit and available to face West Ham. It didn't make much of a difference in that game. But the good news is he's also fit and available to face Tottenham here and most likely will be starting. Only 8 passes. I'm skeptical about these statistics that they bring out in the press conference. Surely Daniel had more than 8 passes in our last game against West Ham. It's been crucial for us ever since we signed him from Sunderland. And of course, John Buckley. We know how much I love him here at Blackburn Rovers. I just wish he would grow a little bit
Right,
more.
guys,
He's
we're out of time.
73
Thank you for
rated
joining
right
us.
now. He's doing the job for us and the team. And as long as he continues doing the job in the squad and the starting 11, I'm happy to keep him around. I just wish he would grow a little bit more. But let's take a look then. Some of the fixtures here. You have got Luton Town against Wolves, Ipswich against Sunderland, and you've got West Ham United against Manchester City, completing the 8 teams left in the competition. You've got Luton Town, our next game, the two Manchester clubs, and we have got a game against Brighton and Hove Albion there, and potentially one more episode to go, or maybe two, depending on how we get on in the game against Tottenham and if we can progress to the semi-finals. But without further ado, let's get into this one against Tottenham Hotspur. I think I mentioned this in the last game against Tottenham. Both teams are almost guaranteed to score. Whenever you face Tottenham, you're almost guaranteed to score a goal. The question is, can you stop them from scoring? Once again, I forgot to press the square button just so we can see Tottenham starting 11. But Mano Solomon being one of the top scorers in the FA Cup, I think the kid has got potential. I mean, he showed it at Shakhtar. He showed it in a short spell at Fulham in the Premier League. I feel like he was a little bit unlucky with injuries at Tottenham. We haven't quite seen much of him. But to be honest, he's not pulling trees either at Leeds United on loan right now. In real life, that is, I think he's made about 8 or 10 appearances. Oh, we got away with one there. He's not scored a goal. He's not got an assist for them. He's struggling at the moment, but I do think there is a quality player in there. If a coach, if a manager can sort of unlock that potential that we did see at Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukrainian league, I believe, over the top here to Nene. He's going to chase. He's got pace. He likes to find himself in these positions. Oh my God. That is a cheeky finish. That is a cheeky finish from him. Oh, what a goal. Look at this again from this angle. I think this angle might just be a little bit better. Let's take a look. Oh, that's just beautiful, man. What a finish. His first goal in the FA Cup, I believe. They're going to confirm it in a second. Yeah, it's his first goal in the FA Cup. It is the normal Tottenham team, isn't it, that we have faced the last couple of games now. The likes of Griezmann, Kulusevski, Chavez, Bergvall. They've got Davies, Dragushin starts as well, and Van der Ven in there. And it's a strong team from Tottenham. I did say it's certainly both teams are going to score in this game. It's a question of can we go on to maybe get a couple? Can we go on to the shot's been blocked? Oh. That's a header from John Buckley. Didn't trouble the goalkeeper, but he's willing to get into those goal-scoring positions. Bergvall has been so vital for the way they play whenever we have played Tottenham. That Bergvall, surprisingly, 3 times that we have faced them, I believe. Good save. I believe James Maddison have been on the bench for all 3 of those games. He has come on in the second half, but and Postecoglou have. Oh, what a save! I think that's Van der Ven with the header there. It is Van der Ven. But what a save. Dominic Solanke on the bench as well for them. But yeah, it's interesting though that on the game, what a save again. He's certainly contender for man of the match already. Koulibaly with a very important block as well. But interesting to see in the game that they preferred Bergvall over Maddison, at least when we have faced him. Anyway. don't know if anyone have noticed yet. I'm struggling with terrible cough at the moment. I'm having to pause once in a while to take a little bit of a breather. Antoine Griezmann. Oh, what a chance. How are we still in front in this game, man? Tottenham have had chances after chances. Oh, come on, Koulibaly. No. Come on, man. I'm not even going to blame him. I had so much chance there to get that one away. That's just awful goal to concede, man. I'm not. Yeah, it's the centre back's fault. You can blame the centre back, but I had that's the control issue. It's my fault. I had so much chance to get rid of that ball there, but for some reason, referee is he gonna send him off? This is gonna be interesting to see. So Cantwell has been taken out there by that Chavez in midfield for them. It's only a yellow card, lucky bugger. Okay, we're going to go short here and try to build this one up. We need runners to get them behind our defense. Tottenham are notorious for playing a high line, even in the game, and we have caught them out 1 or 2 times. Not been as much as I would like. Oh, Todd Cantwell even played through. Todd Cantwell is straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, man. I think since we scored that first goal, that is the only clear-cut opportunity that we have managed to create in the game, and Todd should have done a little bit better there. Oh, excellent defending. Don't give it away again. Back to the goalkeeper. Composed. There you go. Kulusevski, a player that I do like in this Tottenham team. I know I've sung his praise a few times now. He's a really good player, and I'll definitely take him at my Blackburn Rovers team. And I'll definitely take him in real life as Nene makes it a brace. Oh, Tottenham with a huge error there. And Nene was played through. I believe it might have been Whittaker that have played him through there. Similar finish to the first one. Open up your body. Bend one to the far corner. Not as good as the first one, I've got to say. But does it matter? Does it matter as we take the lead here? He's been taken off as well. Tyrese Dolan is going to replace him. Come on, we've got to hang on here. Madison has come on for the right back, Sabre. A little bit of a bold move here for Ange. He's made a couple of mistakes here, hasn't he? This is going to cost us again. Oh, James Madison has missed that one. A couple of times. It feels like every time he gives the ball away, Tottenham go on to create an opportunity from it, which it's a shame, really. I still think he's had a good game, though. I still think Koulibaly has had a good game. It's another mistake. But the referee wouldn't let Tottenham carry on there. Otherwise, we might have been punished. But what a win. We are going to Wembley. We are going to Wembley for the semi-finals of the FA Cup. What a result this is. 2-1 victory. I'll definitely take it. Nene with a brace. Fantastic player. Fantastic signing. He's been unbelievable. Anyone follows the news or the headlines on the game. But it's little things like this that annoys me, I've got to say. Don't get me wrong, it's nice for this to be on the headline. Nene having a fantastic game against Tottenham, but they have got the details wrong. They have said he's guided his side to a 2-1 win against Arsenal. We haven't played Arsenal, mate. Get it right. Get it right. I hope little things or little glitches like that would be fixed on the game. But anyway, our next game is against Luton Town. I think we've got a youth academy player here trying to terminate their contract. Samuel Leconte, I think a player that one of the French lads that we promoted at the same time. The other one was Martin Petitjean as well. But I think at 80 to 86 potential, 64 rated, is left-footed, is a winger for Samuel Leconte. I think promoting him to the first team is the right thing to do. He might not end up, becoming a starter for the team, given how good we are at the moment. There's still a while to go before he can become a regular starter. But if that doesn't happen, we could end up selling him and bringing in a bit of money into the football club, which is good. Our next game is against Luton Town, a team that I've got to say we have had good results against them. We've faced them 3 times or so till date, and all 3 of those occasions, I believe we have won those games. let's take a look. They are in the bottom three right now. I know that for certain. But how many points? They're only a couple of points away from safety, which means it will be a tough game facing a team like this who wants to stay up in the Premier League this season. It'll be interesting to see here if Luton Town made some January signings. I believe the last time we faced them, they were one of the few teams that haven't made too many changes to their team. It was almost identical to their championship team. It looks like they've signed a new goalkeeper there. The back five still identical. The likes of Mengi, McGuinness still in there. And they have the likes of Clark in midfield and Panzo in midfield as well. Gallo, the left wing back, I believe, he's pretty much one of the only new sort of faces that, as well as the goalkeeper. I'm not sure if he's a youth academy graduate or a new signing. Only about two new faces I could recognize from that Luton Town team. But nonetheless, it's still going to be a tough game here. Pickering has been, I mean, looking at this going into next season, I'm already thinking fullback areas that we want to improve. But Pickering has been, I don't mind him being a backup next season, especially if we do qualify for the Champions League. But he's certainly been solid this season. Nice 10, Buckley. I do like John Buckley, you know. He's just flies across the pitch. And what a ball to Tyrese Dolan. Oh, how have you missed that one, son? How have you missed that one? We're not going to get too many better opportunities than that in this game. Oh, I'm still fuming. You've got to take chances like that, man. Referee, that's just awful. And Panzo, is he going to get himself sent off? It's only a yellow card. They're notorious for getting players sent off against us, by the way, Luton Town. I think it's happened a couple of times. They've got a player sent off. In the 3 games that we've had against them. I might be wrong there. I might be thinking about a different team, but reverse ball there. Oh, to Dolan again. All the chances have fallen to him right now. But that time, yet again, he couldn't hit the target. But we're getting closer and closer, you know. Oh, he's giving it away, Walter Berger. He's quite quick across the pitch, you know. I mean, we knew that before we signed him. That was one of the reasons, and we decided to go for him. But he actually feels quite quicker than some of his attributes shows. And sometimes he makes it so easy, just skipping past opponents in midfield. Good save there. It's got that close control. It's a good dribbler as well. It's quite difficult to take the ball off him. I've noticed them. I've said a couple of times we could play him as a centre-back, but at the moment, I'm quite happy with the job he's doing there. Come on, the closer of the... Oh, we've won the ball back. I was just going to say, the longer this game goes at 0-0, we might begin to worry a little bit. Surely, Nene. Oh, Douglas Nene with a fantastic opportunity there, but yet again, we can't score. Come on, lads. We can't concede. Certainly can't concede. But given the amount of chances we are creating in this game, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up already. As Luton Town get a dangerous free kick here, which I will not be a happy bunny if we concede a goal from this free kick. Tahit Chong has been brought in for the yellow carded. And Panzu, oh, that's an awful free kick. Thank God for that. Substitution of our own Buckley Nene, Costello replaced by Cantwell, and Gay coming on as well. And I believe the other one is Callum Britton. Callum Britton coming on in that right back position. I feel like he might give us a little bit more going forward. Callum Britton, seeing the fact that Costello is a little bit tired. Here he is driving forward. Good ball to Dolan. We're going to need a little bit more body. He's offside. He's missed it as well, but I think he has to be offside here. Substitution for Luton Town yet again. Brown being replaced by Sands. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like he's called Sands. Tahit Chong to the left back, Gallo. I think they have signed him from Empoli, but not that. That name rings a bell from Empoli in the Italian league, but that's a huge opportunity, by the way, for Luton Town. Big tackle as well in midfield. It's end-to-end right now. Couple of minutes to go. Can we convert here? Morgan Whittaker. Oh, it's going to go on his own. Morgan Whittaker with a strike, and it's yet another save from the goalkeeper. I can't believe this game has ended as a boring 0-0 draw. I mean, we had chances, man. We had chances. I can think about a couple falling for Tyrese Dolan. Nene got himself a great opportunity in the second half. Whittaker should have at least done better there. I can't believe we haven't won this game, man. Big game here, you know. Big game going into this one against Manchester United. 0-0 in our last game. I mean, it would have been nice to win that game. It would have made our life so much easier here against Manchester United. The fact that, I mean, we're under no pressure to win the game. Don't get me wrong. We are in a fantastic position. We're not going to get relegated. But with our target of finishing in that top 6, winning against Luton Town would have taken off a little bit of pressure here going into this game against Manchester United. A sleeping giants at the moment, some would say. They've got themselves a new head coach in real life. Amorim, I think, is a good coach, you know. I think he's a really, really good coach. Although it might take him a little bit of time. Talking about Amorim, they've got Gyökeres here, formerly of Sporting Lisbon, of course. It did cause us, I mean, one of the best goals that the AI have scored against us this season was against Manchester United. Comfortable 3-0 victory, I've got to say. The 10 from Gyökeres, the finish as well. We mustn't forget one of the top scorers in the division. That is a player that we have to watch out for. The game has started quite a little bit slow here from both teams. Over the top though, Nene. Matthias de Ligt have read that one quite well, covering for his other centre-backs, who I'm not too sure who that is. Good ball to Garnacho. Excellent defending, Carter. Both teams have sort of paid each other some respect here at the start of the game, which is good. I mean, both teams are in the top 6 right now. I'm sure a draw wouldn't be a bad result for both teams as we give away possession in dangerous position here. Tyrell Malacia to Gyökeres. Come on. Oh, he's offside. Surely good save. It's not offside, but it's a good save. Of course, coming on the back of that clean sheet in our last game against Luton Town, I'm sure Bazunu in goal would love to keep another clean sheet here against Manchester United. We will do well to not concede a goal here, man. Oh my God, no. Oh, what an opportunity for Leroy Sané. If I had to stop every time I'm commentating, if I should go silent for a second or so, it just means I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm struggling with, I mean, cough. I'm just coughing like crazy right now. Tyrell Malacia, the player down there, I'm not sure if hopefully it's nothing too serious. He's been unlucky with injuries, hasn't he? Stolen driving forward a few minutes before the end of the first half here. It would be nice to go in front. Nene, he makes those clever runs behind the defenders every single time. But on that occasion, and against Luton Town as well, his finishing has let him down. That would be a yellow card there for John Buckley. But Chelsea being 2-0 up. Chelsea, I believe, not doing too well this season, but Newcastle are in the top 4 right now, and Chelsea going 2-0 up against them. That is a good result for us, I've got to say. If Chelsea should hang on to that result there, because that means if we somehow manage to win this game as we go into the break here, 0-0, but if we do somehow manage to win this game, it just means that we go that one step closer to Newcastle in the top 4, given that they're losing to Chelsea in this game. Quiet game for Gyökeres so far. It's Tyrese Dolan. He creates some magic, son. Oh, Malaysia, he must be injured because he was struggling to follow his man there. Only a matter of time before they take him off, though. But what an opportunity that is for that nil our signing from Sunderland, who've been really impressive for us this season. Neil Balterberger giving away possession, though. It's been end-to-end the second half, I've got to say. Gyökeres, not a player that you want to give that much space. But the two centre-backs, they're dealing with that one quite well. Hayden Carter recovering. And to be honest, bailing. He's got Koulibaly. He's bailed Koulibaly there. Newcastle's pulled one back. That could be squeaky bum time for Chelsea going into the last 20 minutes of that game. Over the top. Is he going to keep it alive? Yes, he is, Nene. We need some support, boys. Come on. Good ball to Buckley. He's going to shoot. Shot's been blocked. We're recycling possession quite well. Manchester United are sitting back at the moment and inviting all the pressure right now. If he continues like this, only a matter of time, you would think, until we break down this defense. They are defending quite well, though. Matthias de Ligt have been so impressive for them at the back. He just reads everything so well, man. Ah, come on. We can't concede. Pedri, who's come on in the second half to replace Garnacho. Oh, he's done so well there, escaping past two players. But the finish lets him down. To be honest, I wouldn't think Pedri has got the ability to score those sorts of goals. That's not the type of player he is. But on the break here, it's a good ball to Nene. He's going to take on the Ligt here. Has he got the pace to keep up with it? No, he's not. And Douglas Nene makes it 11 goals of the season, I believe. In the Premier League, that is. He's been absolutely fantastic for us, recently here. What a season he's having, man. What a season. I mean, ever since... It's a little bit unfair to say what a season he's having, because ever since we've signed him, he's been this sort of player. He's been delivering for us. He's been scoring goals. He's been creating chances. He's been getting assists. As Whittaker replaces Cantwell here for the remainder of the game. Speakering to Dolan. Good ball. Whittaker keep possession, son. 3 minutes of stoppage time. We have lost it, though. Manchester United, are they going to have enough time here to go from defense to attack? No, they're not. And we have got an impressive victory here. This could have been 6 points from our last two games if only we took the opportunity or the chances we created against Luton Town. But unfortunately for us, it's 4 from 6. I'm not complaining, though. I'm not complaining. Getting a result against Manchester United doesn't matter how they're struggling in real life. It's always a fantastic victory against them. First time this season, the table have turned a little bit because Liverpool are no longer top of the league. I think they've lost to Arsenal, and that means Manchester City have taken over. And the other side we're facing in our next game, we have the two Manchester clubs back-to-back. We've got a fantastic 1-0 victory against Manchester United. It's time to go test ourselves against Manchester City, who got a fantastic 3-0 victory in their last game. They've got a game in hand on us as well. So is Newcastle. At the moment, we're a point behind Newcastle, but Newcastle have got that one game in hand on us, which means if they win that game, they would go 4 points above us. Europa League top 6. I think we can get it. We can get it. The fact that we are, how many points? We're 7 points above Tottenham. Tottenham have got a game in hand. It's going to be close, but I think we could maybe just squeeze into that Europa League place. But certainly, we will be playing one of the European competitions next season. I'm just not sure whether it will be the Champions League, the Europa League, or it will be the Conference League. But we will find out soon enough. I have a friend who's a Manchester City fan, right? I always have this conversation with them. They disagree with me, of course, as you'd expect. But it doesn't matter how dominant Manchester City have been in the Premier League the last sort of 10 years or so. But when teams play against them, it's not like a cup finals, if you know what I mean. Whereas when teams face the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, your Arsenals, I don't know if it's because of the sort of reputation of these teams, the history of these teams, but for some reason, especially Manchester United, that game feels like a cup finals to those teams compared to facing the champions of England. And they have been, 4 out of the last 5 seasons. It's incredible what Pep has done there, don't get me wrong. But I still don't think teams face them thinking, this is a cup finals for us. If we win against Manchester City, you don't see teams like celebrating or going crazy in dressing rooms as when they win against some of the other teams that I have mentioned. But certainly a strong starting 11 here for them, as you'd expect. Memphis Depay with a huge opportunity. First 4 minutes into the game, and they're making their intentions clear here, the new league leaders. For most part of the season, Liverpool have been in front. It's only the last sort of 7 games to go now, or 8 games to go. Manchester City have found themselves in front for the first time. They do this in real life as well. Slow starters, but as soon as you hit that second half of the season, they just go on to win games after game. They're relentless right now in this one. It's only a matter of time if we don't pick it up here, man. Jack Grealish out wide, who's been in superb form apparently going into this game. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. How has he found himself with so much space there behind my defense? I want to say awful defending, but that was out of my control. There's just not much I could have done to prevent that situation. That is something the AI will sort of control for you, isn't it? The CPU would control for you. Oh, that's awful, man. What a way to concede as well. Referee plays advantage. Tyrese Dolan is nicked in front of... Hey, I think it was Rodri there. He got in front of Rodri. He won possession back for us, and he was never going to miss. And just like that, we have got the leveler. I mean, it's sort of saying to them, we're not going to back down. You might be the best team in the Premier League, maybe the best team in the world right now, but we are not backing down. It's Gundogan. I think it was a bad signing for them, by the way. Ike Gundogan, good block there, coming back from Barcelona. I actually think he's not the same player that left Manchester City a couple of days ago. Manchester City fans will probably, the honest ones who have watched him play for them this season, will tell you he's not the same player. He's a couple of yards slower. Well, what can I say? Stan Neil driving forward. We've looked a lot more comfortable since we got that equaliser, I've got to say. Out wide to Nene. He's going to cut into his left foot here. We're probing, doing what Manchester City will do to teams, asking them the questions. He's going to make the run out wide. Yes, overlapping run from Pickering. Nowhere to go, though, and no one in the box, certainly. Oh, Whittaker. Walter Beggar! What a way to get your first goal, son. What a way to open your account at Blackburn Rovers. He's had 1 or 2 of these long shot moments ever since we've brought him in the January transfer window. But I tell you what, I don't think he'll hit a better ball than that. Oh my God, what an absolute beauty. Now normally I would say this is the best one we have scored, but I still don't think it's better than the Todd Cantwell's against Swansea. This is probably just behind that one as the second best that we have scored. Come on, Jack Grealish. I always, in the games, right, Chelsea have taken the lead yet again against City. In the games, I fancy my chances defending one-on-one against Grealish. He hasn't got that blistering pace to get past his man. He's quite tricky, don't get me wrong. You've got to stay focused against him. Good save there. But I always fancy my chances, I suppose, to the likes of Doku or any other wingers they've got, or Sardinio, those type of players. Oh, that's too long, that one. Come on, lads. We are in it. We are in front. Could we hang on? A point's not a bad result for us. 4 points is offside, is it? 4 points against the Manchester clubs is not a bad point for us. At the moment, it's looking like we could get 6. As Bernardo Silva is coming on here in the second half. We're going to make substitutions of our own. Nene Buckley, Callum Britton being replaced by Cantwell, Travis and Costello. That's been one of my go-to substitutions in the second half, rotating the fullbacks. I mean, Pickering is hardly straightforward in that left-back position, I've got to say. The fact that I think is clear. Travis, good 10, Neil. Oh, we've given it away here. Going to try to play Memphis Depay. I wonder what's happened to Erling Haaland. Has it been sold? Is he injured? It doesn't make sense. We've given the ball away here in dangerous position. Just a minute to go. Memphis Depay. He's crushed the post there. Oh my God, that would have been so unlucky to concede last minute there. Oh, it would have been from a stupid error of our own as well. How many times have we done that in this episode? But for once, the luck goes our way and he's hit the post, which means we've taken all 3 points here against the Citizens at the Etihad Stadium. What a victory. They've got David Alaba as well. I didn't even notice that. But fantastic result for us here. Oh my God. I tell you what, we are yet to see too much of him for Brighton this season. Certainly a decent signing that they've made. One of the brightest prospects from German football they have signed there for about £30 million from Mainz, I believe. I do think, though, that the kid on loan at, is he Buenetto? The kid on loan at, is it Leicester? He's on loan at, I don't know if Leicester signed him permanently or he's on loan from Brighton. That is a huge prospect, man. Every time I've watched him play, he's been incredible. He's hardworking. Brighton have got some young players, you know. O'Reilly, who they've signed from Celtic, and the team as well. They've got Amin Adli starting for them up front. His pace, by the way, is absolutely frightening. But over the next few years, the likes of Jakub Minte, they've got this Gruder, and they signed, who's the lad they signed from Leeds United? I can't remember now. They've got a good blend. They've got Baleba in midfield, a good blend of experience and sort of young players. Over the next few seasons, if those players should gel, they could be a force to reckon with. But then again, they'll probably go on to sell them for loads of money, as they always do, making profits and just keep that system going. But you know the thing with doing that, though, I've seen a lot of teams do that in the past. You think about your Southamptons and a couple of other teams, they have done that. They have done in the past. It does catch up on you, you know. You wouldn't be surprised one of these seasons. Oh, he's been played through. Oh, what a chance for Amin Adli there. That is a huge opportunity. Going back to Brighton, by the way, you wouldn't be surprised one of these seasons. You see them, you know, in survival mode, trying to stay up in the Premier League. To Cantwell over the top. What an opportunity, son. It's not as clinical as, you know, your Nene or even your Tyrese Dolan when he finds himself in those sort of positions. He does get you the odd goals, don't get me wrong, and he's been important for us this season. But it's not quite as clinical. Good defending there, Hayden Carter, who second half of the season, oh no. I was going to say second half of the season, I've really been impressed by Hayden Carter. Right, and I've got a corner here. Matt O'Reilly is going to take this one. In swinger with his left foot. Oh, what a chance, man. I thought that was going to slip through the goalkeeper's arm there in the back of the net. But it's a good save. Is he going to keep another clean sheet here? Who knows? Back-to-back clean sheets against Luton Town and Manchester United. Conceded the goal. Fantastic goal from Phil Foden, of course. A goal that I think there was not much we could have. The defensive sort of scenario for that goal was completely out of my control. There wasn't much I could have done there. But anyway, we've got defending to do here. Pickering, good block. The left back has found himself in the right back position right now. Can he find? Can he find Tyrese Dolan there? He has managed to find him though. Cantwell has made the run. Surely Todd. Yes, get in. As Manchester City also getting the equaliser against Sheffield United in the other game going on. And the scoreline have just popped up on the top of the screen there. But good finish this time from Todd Cantwell. I did say he's not the best finisher, but guess what? He's proved me wrong there. Come on, close him down, John Bosley, son. It's not going anywhere. Take him out, maybe. Oh, good tackle. It's a throw in here. Stoppage time. Oh, additional time, rather. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, no. What the hell is this, man? I feel like the game have just bent us over there and absolutely pulled our pants down. Surely that's cheating, man. Again, that is a scenario out of my control. we put in a fantastic tackle. The ball goes out for throwing, but for some reason, on a Brighton throw-in, all our defense pushed up to halfway, and you've got Brighton players all in our own half. Oh, that's just ridiculous, man. That is one of the worst things you see happen in this game. That is absolutely ridiculous. What can I do there? What the hell can I do there to concede a goal like that? It's just, oh, that goal is still pissing me off, man. To think that the sort of scenario where we find ourselves, where every win, every point, every goal we score, every goal we concede is so vital for us at this stage of the season. To concede a goal like that, and of course, we will go on to concede a second as well. They've absolutely bent us over there. I can't believe it, man. 1-0 up, we're cruising, and now we're losing 2-1. We're 2-1 down. I just can't believe it. It's not the end of the world. I'm not a sore loser. Don't get me wrong. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm happy with losing, especially with a Blackburn Rovers team that we're not there just yet. I'm comfortable losing games, but to lose games like this when the game is absolutely full of ridiculous glitches, we create something here. Oh, we've lost possession. Tell you what, ever since we conceded that goal, I just can't. That first goal in the first half, ever since we conceded that goal, I just can't stay composed anymore. Travis been replaced Valterberger, who's had a little bit of a quiet game here. He's won some important tackles for us. I think we're going to lose this one, lads. I think we're going to lose this one, unfortunately. Hey, Daniel has won my header. Douglas Nene, he needs support. Oh, he's going to go on his own. He's going to go on his own. Yes, the cheating game is not going to stop us from getting a point here. And what a hit from Nene. What are we going to do with this without this lad right now? Ever since Leonard has been injured, he's been scoring all the goals for us. What a finish that was, by the way. Let's take a look at this again. I mean, the fact that we've lost Harry Leonard for a couple of months, we needed someone to step up and get us those goals. And he's been doing that for us. We should have won this game. We should have won this game, man. It's one of those things where I'll take the points, considering the scenario we found ourselves in the second half, being 2-1 down. But certainly, if not for that ridiculous goal we conceded, I really felt like we could have gone on. Come on, stay focused. I really felt like we could have gone on to get a second and maybe a third goal in this game. The referee is going to end the game. Unlucky there as well, Brighton not to score the third. But I really felt like we had enough to win this game. But, you know, we lost a little bit of the composure, conceding that first goal just before the end of the first half, which it changed the dynamic of the game, of course. But nonetheless, it's a good point here. Evil lads, it's absolutely mental right now. Only 6 points separating the top 5. And actually, this episode is the first time that I'm beginning to think, you know what, we could actually make it into the top 5 this season. Previously, before that, although we've been doing well, I've sort of been downplaying how good we have been. But this episode, especially after that win against Manchester United, it's the first time that I'm actually believing, you know what, top 5, top 4 is a possibility for us this season. Can you imagine if we get Champions League next season? I don't think we're going to win the league. I know it's only 6 points separating ourselves and Manchester City, but we have a tough end to the season. I think we still have to play Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle. Those are teams in the top 4 we still have to face before the end of the season. But we're doing really, really well right now. The bottom, you've got Sheffield United, who most likely will get relegated. I think the bottom 3 there would end up getting relegated now. I don't see Crystal Palace dropping a 4-point advantage. It is possible, but I don't see that happening. But FA Cup, we're going to Wembley. Our next game, our semi-finals, FA Cup, we've been drawn against Ipswich Town. They were a Premier League side last season, of course, in the game that is, but relegated. So that should be a tough game for us at Wembley. But let's take a look quickly here, the end to the season. I mean, I know we have got those 3 teams. We've got Ipswich Town, And we've got Liverpool, we have got Newcastle, Sheffield United, we've got Chelsea and Arsenal. Really tough end to the season. I mean, your traditional, I mean, well, you wouldn't put Newcastle in your traditional top six teams, but they are a good team. They are in the top four in the Premier League this season. Chelsea, although not doing too well, but that would be a tough game for us. But let's take a look here very quickly. Can we take a look at the top scorers in the Premier League before we end the episode? You've got Haaland. I'm not quite sure why he never played against us, but he's the top goal scorer there. And Nicholas Fulkrug for West Ham, 16 goals. You've got Gyökeres with 15 goals as well. Merino, the biggest surprise in that top five, I would say. The fact that he's not a striker. Anthony Gordon is in there. Openda. You've got Bruno Fernandes, Almiron. You've got Amin Adli of Brighton, Phil Foden. Nene sneaks into the top 14 there with 14 goals. Probably, I've got to say, he's up there as one of our best players this season. I'm sure he's going to be in the top three come the end of the season for who wins the Blackburn Rovers Player of the Season at the end of this season. He's been a wonderful signing. In the championship, he was one of our top scorers in the championship last season. Even if he only played just about half a season for us. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And I cannot wait for the next episode. I will see you all in the next one.